So here we are, we're back, and Tom Dempsey has just joined us. So we're getting ready here as the Walsh Cup. They're the Walsh Cup holders, of course. They beat us last year in a disappointing game. We were very good in the first game. Would you clip that on your somewhere there, Tom, please? Mind that neck, don't stretch that back too far there. So we're ready to start. Wexford in their new jerseys. Well, it's more, as hard to know, it's kind of a blue and I think a bit of purple each in. Starting the day straight away, Wexford are hurling into the Dublin side goal. That's a ball passed out by Corey Byrne Dunbar. And the ball moved up the field, but Galway have it back. And as John Maughan said, there's 9 changes on the Galway team today from the team that played last week. This is our 4th game. Jack O'Connor scored 5 last week in the first half. Takes on, he was blocked first, then he hand passed it out to the far side, out to the man wearing number 17, Lee Chin, of course. Lee Chin looking at the post from a long way out. He might have pushed that one. He didn't, he pushed it over the bar. So Lee Chin, who surprisingly started, has scored the opening point for Wexford from play. And that gives Wexford the lead. And only 2 of the championship teams for Wexford that played against Galway last year are starting today. The ball down here associated with William Case, Carlo Man, the ball blocked down the game. Fixed here, Wexford look sharp at the start, as do Galway. Of course, is Henry Shefflin's 3rd year in charge. We expecting big things. You heard us talk to John McIntyre there a few minutes ago, but Wexford breaking up the field and a strong gallop up the field, looking around behind him, Charlie McGuckie, and having a go of the post. There's a Kevin Foley, and Corey Byrne Dunbar. We'll get it right eventually, so Corey Byrne Dunbar putting over the 2nd point, so 2 points to a no score. I was suggesting earlier, Tom, that this game is more important to Wexford, is it, than the roster?
Oh, I don't know, Liam. I think, to be honest with you, our parachute game is both teams in Galway seem to be very understrength. Wexford have more of their players on the field, but look, to be honest with you, it's all about next on the league. But we've got a bit of silverware on the mantelpiece, like a great start.
Yeah. Conor Foley's his 3rd game at full-back. He's stepping into that position. Liam Ryan injured, of course. It'll be interesting to see will any of those fellas, Conor Mack and those fellas, be back next week for the league. They're trying to recover from fitness, and I know that Liam McGovern definitely won't play. Galway, as I say, they're should fit there, Tom. Flip on it. Oh. We're trying to yoke up Tom here, and that's a difficult job in itself, mind you, I tell you now, because I think he was in Declan's last night. Anyway, there's a 3 into Galway there. The first free referee today, Owen Bean, is from Kilkenny. Dressing royal blue and black mix. So this is a chance for
Thanks very much, Joe. I know.
Early stages of this game.
Just to say, Liam, Joe Donoghue's after yoking me up, so I'm ready to go. I don't know whether people can hear me or not, but
well, it's nice of you to bring a bodyguard with you today.
I tell you the truth. I know I'm bodyguard for Joe.
It's the chance. This one is gone over the bar. And then it's gone wide, actually. Gone wide. The first opportunity for Kevin Cooney, who played in the championship, and Tom Monaghan, Jack Grealish, and Éanna Murphy all played in the championship against Wexford last year. We've had 2 early points here in this Walsh Cup final. Wexford won the very first one in 1956, would you believe it? There's a man alongside me, definitely wasn't born. I was actually, funny enough, but Jack O'Connor switching the ball back. It's named after Tom Walsh, who was a Leinster chairman and passed away suddenly, so they named the cup after him. Wexford with the chin hitting the ball in around that midfield area, over into the far corner, which was well defended by Owen Lawless on that far side, giving it off. And we've Aaron Duggan in the goal today, the Kenny man. Galway moving the ball around with their midfielder standing on the half-back line, drills one over into the left corner. It's a lovely ball, of course, behind Conor Foley, running onto his Alex Conair, working back out the field, having a go from a really tight angle, but it was too tight. There's a good strong wind here today, Tom.
There is, Liam, and it seems to be favouring Wexford just at the moment, Liam, but Galway are a little bit slower to settle here kind of at the moment. That's probably to be expected, Liam, but look, we're looking forward to a very, very good game. 2 points up at this stage. It's not a bad start for Wexford. And the other thing, Liam, big crowd here today. It's nice to see so many Wexford people out, but Carlo's very handy for Wexford.
Absolutely. London won 3, Wexford 6 points in the football. We've won the Jerry at half time, which is not too far away. Wexford on the attack here. An opportunity And from a tight angle, Kevin Foley playing centre forward today, but that one is drifted wide. That will go down as a wide. We've already had one. So there's 2 points to those 4 here. We played a little over 4 minutes in the first half here of this Walsh Cup final. As I said, Wexford won the very first one, 1956. Would you believe it?
You were probably at that, Liam,
Yeah, Joe
were you?
Donoghue and myself we were. I wasn't at it, but Wexford starting well here, trying to keep possession down the corner. James Byrne, nice start for him. He's come on as a couple of sub boys. His first start at Wexford, the young Aston Moore man. And Galway on the attack down the far side, dressed in number familiar maroon jerseys. Wexford in a unfamiliar, I suppose, dark blue. Out into the corner, there's a full forward over there. 2 Wexford men around Kevin Cooney. It's gone out over the line by the Galway man, and that'll be sent back up the field. So it's 2 points to no score. Wexford leading. And just get on to Jared Doyle, the PRO. They put a pole there with the net there. We can't see the scoreboard. But it'll be the first time I wouldn't be able to see the scoreboard. The ball over the far side, Galway in it again. Coming forward in this Walsh Cup final. They're not meeting in the league. They met last year, and quite frankly, there were 2 disappointing games when we met last year. If we remember, Tom Novick is heavy tussle for the sliotar there at the moment. Wexford were good in the first half in both games and then failed away in the second half. Galway having to defend here outside their own half-back lines for cornerback Jack Grealish. Very good player, doesn't play with Man City, by the way. It's a different Jack Grealish. And the ball hitting into the wind from Ronan Glennon over into the left patch, superb catch in that corner by Wexford's number 7, Cian Malloy, getting a chance today in it. And it's cleared by goalkeeper Aaron Duggan. Big day for him. Kilkenny man Stoney Burke, I think, was the last Kilkenny man that played in the goal for Wexford, having played with Kilkenny. The ball swung over to the far side of the field. Nice angle pass over that far side, trying to bring it under control. Richie Lawler, very skillful player, and the referee is giving a free in. He could have played advantage. Tom Ritchie was gone free.
Yeah, I'd say in fairness, Liam, although on a day like today maybe it's just as well to get the free, but I have to say Corey Dunbar, you know, it was a great ball across the field. Like, he's not taking kind of a willy-nilly shot from maybe 70, 80, 90 yards, and it gave Richie every advantage in going to the ball. Drew the foul, and to be honest with you, Wexford have started very, very brightly. They're looking very, very confident on the ball, and to be honest with you, the game is all about Wexford at the moment, Liam. They're doing very, very well. As I say, a bit of a breeze there, but you know, it's nice to have 2 or 3 points on the board now, and hopefully Lee will stick the third one to put Wexford 3 points to 0 up.
Yeah, he's just a couple of yards outside the 50 on the far side, and a decent crowd here as well. I think the stand is full, and over on this side I always love the park here, and Lee Chin I think he might have pushed that one wide, or did it not hit the post, get into the goalkeeper, into the wind. The clearance by the Galway goalkeeper, long clearance from Aidan Murphy down on the far side. He's established himself in that number 1 shirt in the Galway jersey, and Henry Shefflin down there. And of course his management team of Eamon O'Shea is with him this year. John said he's a former winner of the All-Ireland as manager of his native Tipperary. Richie O'Neill, Damien Joyce and Kevin Lally. He works in Galway, so he's there. Jason Ryan, David Franks and Anna Martin are the selectors on the Wexford team today, and that will go down as another wide for Galway. I think that's their third wide, Tom. They're finding Acker. Maybe that goal is the most difficult one to score. 2 points to no score. Nearly 8 minutes played in this opening half, and Wexford coming forward again, using the ball well. Damien Wreck driving it over into the far corner, stretching the legs of Richie Lawler, who was well prepared to make the town man, and he conceded a free there, he did. And that's a missed opportunity. Yeah,
actually, in fairness, was Cian Byrne gave away that free that time, Liam, you know, so he was just a little bit, just to save Richie's bacon there.
Yeah. And the Wexford footballers are taking the lead in 1-0 with a point, 8 points, 1-4, nearly half time. The goalkeeper, Aidan Murphy, launching this one down. Going to hang in the air on the centre-back position on the Wexford 50. Pulled back by Wexford again, using the ball around right. Kevin Foley over to the side. Chin takes it in the bus and hurry. Chin swinging their point of attack, and already on a gallop was Richie Lawler over that. He's on the 50. Trying to dribble his way around, trying to get close attention from Daniel Loftus, but he still misplays pass, and Galway get a chance to clear their lines. You've yet to score here. We played a little over 9 minutes in the opening half, and it's 2 points no score for Wexford. Wexford defend very well. He started very well. Owen Ryan impressed with him last week as well, but the referee is given a free against him because he dropped his hurl, or the hurl pulled out his hand?
Yeah, in fairness, it wasn't a deliberate dropping of the hurl, and I think Denny blew him for maybe the only blew on for the hand pass, which, you know, again is a little bit of a bone of contention with me. What is a hand pass, what's not? There was nothing blown in Croke Park in the All-Ireland Club final last week, so we've different referees. So I think Owen was a bit unlucky there, to be honest with you, but it's a very good opportunity now for the Galway full forward to put them on the board. Seamus Cooney, is it?
It's Kevin Cooney. And he does put it over. So Galway registered
Kevin Cooney, yeah.
Of the first half. And we've nearly a little over 9 minutes played. So Kevin Cooney for Galway, 2 points to 1. That's from place ball. And we'll be going to Jerry shortly just to get a half time on the game in London. The ball is won back by Owen Ryan. Very slim player, Tom, but he's very impressive for St. Anne's last year. The ball breaking free, running on the lovely pick up on the run from Charlie McGuffey. Carly heading forward, he has a runner inside him. Chance here for an opportunity, a lovely point kicked off and well worked by James Byrne of Astamore. His very first point in a Wexford jersey on the senior team, and his very first start today. He'll be delighted, Tom.
Absolutely, and it was some great play from Kevin Foley, Charlie McGuckey, and the whole way up. The one thing that's noticeable, Liam, the Galway defence looks very open, whereas the Wexford defence looks very, very compact. And I think Wexford are kind of playing a sweeper as such, or they're trying to compress their own defence, but it's working very, very well now at the moment, and they're a little bit more cohesive than the Galway forward line with 3 points to 1 up now.
Yeah, 3 points to 1. We played nearly 11 minutes in the opening half. Here, Galway footballers playing today, of course. So it was a busy day at the start of the league campaign. 2 points to 1 here. Half time, Wexford footballers leading 9 points to 1-5. We'll go to Jerry shortly. Heavy touching for the sliotar outside the Wexford 50. We'll have the next break in play. We'll get a chance to brilliant block from the Wexford defence again. Some terrific hurling from Niall Murphy from Ferns. Niall Murphy on a ball. And Owen Ryan, and we're going well. That's a line ball down there. We quickly go to Jerry. Wexford leading 3 points to 1 here, Jerry.
Forgot my glasses. I find not tall. No. You able to see there? Yeah. Is this thing working now, Liam? Or I don't need to
leave it on. Yeah.
Leave, yeah.
It's for the video down there.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Oh, I thought it was for that.
They've the long journey back to Sealy. And that's a lovely big run from Jack O'Connor using his size and strength and eventually tumbling to the ground. We've often said it, Tom, you'd love to see Jack use that size and strength more often sometimes, wouldn't you?
Well, Liam, in fairness, he had a great game last week. He's played very, very well this week. I think one of the biggest problems probably with Jack over the last few years is that he wasn't really sure of his footing with this team. You know, he's on one week, he's off the next week. He always seems to be the fella.
He never got a consistent run.
No, he didn't. And really, our players need to know the selectors and management have confidence in him. But he's done very, very well and used his weight, he used his size there to great advantage. And should be, I won't say a gimme for Lee at this stage, but certainly I think it should put Wexford 4 points to 1 up at this stage, Liam.
Yeah, he's just a couple of inches inside the 50, straight in front of the post, actually, the double inside. Some people coming into the game, lifts and strikes and sends it on its way and put it over the bar. So that's the second one for Lee King, one from play and one from a free. That gives Wexford a 4 point to 1 lead, and certainly
how are you getting on there? I forgot my glasses.
Wexford in this game, Tom, doesn't there?
There does, Liam. You know, as you say, maybe the urgency for Wexford to win it. I think Galway signalled maybe an intent of trying players by the fact that they have, you know, so many changes from last week. But you know, it'll still take a bit of hurling to win this game, Liam.
Well, yeah, Owen Ryan showing great confidence for a young fella under 21 still. Damien Reck over to the far side, experienced now. Reck picking out Corey Byrne Dunbar, getting a long run in the team, the ball down the left hand side, running on with her pushing back there, knocking on towards the referee. The Wexford forward, however, disagrees with the referee. I think Richard Lawler felt he might have got a bang there that time, but it's a line ball to Galway inside their own 65 there, hurling down towards the old sugar
go up the side if that's alright, because I can't see it.
Sugar beet factory.
Sorry, you don't mind if I get in there, yeah.
Line. And takes it short. Galway Galway coming forward again, using that intricate hand passing movement. We're inside the Wexford half of the field now. Lovely angle pass inside. Owen Ryan getting a vital touch in there, but there is a chance for Galway to squeak a point here from that corner forward. The number 15, he's put it over the bar. So that's gone over the bar from the corner forward, who is with Alex Conner. One of the younger members of the team. So Alex Conner from Galway, the second point for Galway. 4 points to 2. We're here in association with Ray Whelan West and Pugo coming. Apart from the wind, Tom, it's an ideal day for hurling, isn't it?
It is, Liam, and it's not that difficult of a wind, really. It's really, I don't think it get any better. And the surface of the pitch looks excellent as well, Liam, And look, Wexford have had a bit of the better of the opening play, but as I say, Galway have a few good players. The likes of Tom Monaghan, they have the Gerard McInerney's out there, they have the Jack Grealishes, and already those guys are beginning to show a little bit above the ordinary. But I think we have a good, pleasant afternoon's hurling. 15 minutes gone already, Liam.
Yeah, Tom and Monaghan hurt us last year, didn't he, Tom, in the championship?
He did. He's a fine player. Probably more suited to midfield or wing forward, Liam. But obviously, with the way they're set up today, it's not there for him.
As Lee kept that inside
Third one.
Unlucky. It was a good effort now. In fairness, that's the second time he's
three.
Times he's hit the post. Yeah. The ball back out with Ian Murphy. Ian Murphy gone hearing out his goal. We normally see it in football, we rarely see it in hurling, but he delivers one down into the left corner. Heavy toss it from the centre. Brilliantly won by the big man, Kevin Cooney. He is a big, strong, full forward, and he was no question about the free that time, but this will be an opportunity to take the free himself. He's already scored one from the place ball, but a fine big man, Tom.
He is, Liam, and in fairness to Ian Murphy in the goal, crossfield ball, he didn't go for anything spectacular. Very, very hard if you see a ball hit kind of in the air in front of Kevin Cooney, you're not going to have a great chance of winning it.
Yeah, the ball driven over the air, driven over the centre of the goal. That's his second free, Kevin Cooney. So that's a little bit more, 4 points to 3.
Yeah, and I think, Liam, we're going to see a lot more of Kevin Cooney this year. He is a big kind of, what's the word, great catch.
It's a brilliant catch from Lee Chin. He's on a gallop to inside the 50. Forced wide by Gerard McInerney. Such a good centre back. Wexford still have possession of the ball, and James Byrne getting it inside into, well, it wasn't, he kind of trying to put it inside. It go down as a wide, however. For Wexford, it's a second wide.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity, but you know what, Liam, in years to come we'll be talking about Lee Chin's fetching in the air. He's just spectacular to watch. What a brilliant catch, and as I say, keeping him injury free now is going to be a big thing, but he's such an important part of this Wexford team.
I'm not sure who the captain is today. He's not named in the programme. They've had different captains, but the puck out is landing down. Serious take from another big man, 13, Greg Thomas. Thomas going into the corners, still in play. A lovely fetch by Kevin Cooney. We're talking about a minute ago. He drills it over the bar. Never catch, showed his strength and pushed off the cornerback and drilled it over the bar, Tom.
Yeah, as I say, Liam, he's
Kevin, under.
It could have very easily. I mean, he's a seriously a Sarsfields man. He's a serious operator, and that kind of high ball in, and even the corner forward that time, Liam, Greg Thomas, they always have big men inside that can catch the ball in.
When you think they're missing Brian Concannon and
Connor Whelan and Jason, they have a lot of players to come back for next week.
Just on the John earlier, I think a Leinster title is what Galway will be looking at this year, maybe. Depending on Wexford might have a say in that. That's in May, actually. We play Galway in the championship in May.
Jesus.
There's a dangerous ball in. Goalkeeper comes out, Aaron Duggan. Comes out, doesn't panic, hits it off the Boston. We saw to Charlie McGuckin. Charlie McGuckin swinging direction. Lovely accurate pass. Damien Reck hits it immediately over into the left corner, already chasing after us. Richie Lawler, will it come up for him? It does.
Keane Byrne,
under control. In fact, it's Keane Byrne working it back out the field, back out to Byrne again. An instinctive pull on the ball as he managed to keep it in. He drilled it instinctively. The ball dropped down towards the boss of the hurl, and Keane Byrne makes it 5 points to 4. He took that very well, Tom.
He did, and in fairness, the quality of the ball from the Wexford backs to the forwards is just top class, Liam. They're hitting them really, they're pinging them in front of the player, kind of in the air on the ground, and really it's putting the Galway backs under a lot of pressure. But good game, Liam, 5 points to 4, 18 minutes gone. I think this will go down to the wire today, Liam.
Yeah, the ball landing by the puck out, going by Damien Reck, looking around to see his options. The all-day plan. swinging across the field. He has another Wexford man loose over there. That's Kevin Foley. Kevin passing the ball back, and it's with the midfielder Conor Hearn. Conor Hearn out to the far side, taking a little run into Lee Chin. The pass wasn't good enough, or Lee misread it, but James Byrne working hard. Galway have it back, and then his body's on the ground. There's one in midfield, the left hand side of midfield, one back by Sean O'Hanlon. Sean O'Hanlon giving back, lovely ball into us. Kevin Foley, we get out in front of Conor Foley, going by both of them, and sweeping up at the back is Damien Wreck, giving it back to his club goalkeeper Aaron Duggan. The Kenny man controlling on the Boston hurl, playing a little bit of juggling and then delivering it from the right hand side. His goal between the 14 and the 20 up past midfield, swinging hurl there. Wexford trying to get on it. Jack O'Connor gone down. He's okay. Hopefully they play on. He's gingerly picking himself up. Heavy twisting on the left hand side of midfield. Galway have it back. A little bit of room here for Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan chasing inside the 50, being pushed wide by Corey Byrne Dunbar, but Monaghan has managed to pick off the fine point. We were just speaking about him earlier, and we were just saying how big a threat he is, but suddenly it's 5 points apiece with 20 minutes played. He's a terrific player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a fabulous player, and Ian Midlin did a lot of work there for Galway at that stage as well, Ian. So we're seeing that Damien Wreck is playing predominantly he's playing as a sweeper. He picks the man up for the puck out and that, and on the other side then you see the wing back for Galway is playing as a sweeper. I think it's as I said under my glasses, Ronan Glennon. So Ronan again is one of the players that are probably looking to break onto this Galway team over the next 6 months or so, or 3 months or so. So it's where you rob Peter to pay Paul, but certainly we're looking to kind of play with cover today, both teams at the moment.
Absolutely. Wexford scored 8 points and played. In the first half, they lead London 1-9 to 1-5. 1-3. The 3 wides, scoring chances 13, 3s conceded 14.
Particularly in there, Joe.
10. So still a bit of work to be done there as the second half starts. And obviously we haven't missed anything here because it's 21 minutes played. Aaron Duggan looking around at him. I'm sure the colour of his jerseys. Certainly haven't seen it on a Wexford goalkeeper in a long time. It's like turquoise with the ball and down. Wexford having again that looks a bit hot at the moment. The ball, nobody's able to keep hold of it. I'm sure Galway were a little bit peeved that had to come all the way to Carlow to play this game today, but Derry Kent was saying they had a problem finding ground. That's a lovely ball getting in behind the defence at tight angle. Richie Lawler with a familiar green helmet by Harrier Travis taking on the fullback, and his finish wasn't as good as the rest of his work, Tom.
Well, in fairness, a great. Now I admire Richie for taking him on. He's causing problems. It was a free out Liam of his steps he was blown for. So, but I have to say I love the way he took on the Galway. He was 1-on-1. There was no doubt, but he had to take him on, and there was a goal chance there at that stage, Liam. And to be honest with you, a goal is going to be very, very important here. Again, you'd nearly want to be on the field to see what way the wind is blowing, but it's not any more than 2 or 3 points of a difference, I don't think, Liam.
Yeah, 5 points apiece here in this opening half. Very tight game, but it's entertaining. I have to say, the ball landing down, terrific crowd here in that Cullen Park. An easy journey for the Wexford supporters today, not so easy for Galway. Quite a journey for them. The ball went back there, it's very close to the line. And young Ryan did really well to keep that in. It was falling out over the line. Owen Ryan, he hand passed it in, and it's Jack O'Connor giving it back, running into a little bit of traffic, being alive, but he wins the free there.
Yeah, and I think so, Liam. I think we were very fortunate to get a free there. In fairness, Keane, we just played about 5-6 passes in a small little area of maybe about 10-12 yards square. And really, sometimes that doesn't work against teams with the physicality of Galway. So maybe a little bit unfortunate to get out with that one. But Lee Chin is coming back, Liam, to close to his own 65 to take this. And this will be a good gauge of the wind, really, Liam. If this carries the full way for Lee, we'll know that there's a good little bit of a breeze behind us. But I was just impressed with Damien Wreck. I'm impressed with Conor Hearn around the middle of the field, Liam. We're winning a lot of the battles. But again, our big problem is the big man catching the ball, particularly in the most danger areas, are our problem at the moment.
Drives it very high, and it looks like it's going to hang inside in the edge of the square, but it's won by Galway back there. Should they've got a free that time, heavy twisting of the sliotar. Where is the sliotar? In fact, there's one back by the Galways, number 5, Ronan Glennon, getting it away, and that's one back out the field, but it falls to Wexford. It's an opportunity for a score for Wexford, and it is a point. And that's Wexford taking the lead.
Scored that, John. Corey
Byrne Dunbar.
Yeah.
And that's the 6 point. Wexford just keeping their noses in front. We played nearly 24 minutes in the opening half. The ball landing down, breaking off a hurl on the right hand side of midfield. Galway coming onto it in their familiar maroon jerseys. The man who started, David Concannon, hitting it inside. Terrific tussle there. Damien Rex seemed to just push a Galway man out of the way, but it's Tom Monaghan. 3 Wexford players around him. He wasn't going anywhere, and they illegally stopped him. But his immediate instinct, Monaghan, when he gets the ball, is to head for goal, Tom, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I was just saying that David Concannon, was,
yeah.
or Glennon, yeah. But I'm just saying that the Galway backs seem to see that there is a little bit of a kind of a little place that they can attack Wexford, and they're just lobbing the ball kind of just above head high into their full forward line where they've big strong men, and it really is kind of reaping a lot of reward for them. So it's something that we have to work out. If we're going to try and catch with those guys, I'm not sure it's a good idea. We need to start batting or start using the hurl because we're not winning the aerial battles in their lane.
I think Greg Thomas must be one of the biggest full forwards, corner forwards I've seen.
I tell you, yeah. Well, I mean, Brian Concannon will be the lad there in the championship. Conor Whelan could be on the other corner, and Conor Cooney could be full forward. All 6 foot plus men, and just Galway are big men, Liam.
And Tom Monaghan fouled, and Kevin Cooney's duly put it over the bar to level matters here at 6 points apiece. And the puck out landing down from that. That's a lovely take and a free from Jack O'Connor again, so strong in the air. And as Tom rightly said, over the last number of years, Jack has either started, he's either come on, or he hasn't been in the frame at all. Really, he's a player of his experience, should be getting a sustained run in the team, Tom.
Absolutely, Liam. As I keep saying, you have to know that they have confidence in you, but Jack has had a great, over the last few years, great kind of games for Wexford, and he's had a brilliant game last week. He's having an excellent game today, and just leave him settle, leave him get ahead with it, get on with it, because do you know what? We don't have hurlers far above the calibre of Jack O'Connor in my book, so we just need to let him settle, and I think he can have a great year for Wexford this year.
Yeah, and of course he's an outlet too. When you have a big man like that in the half forward, he's an outlet for a goalkeeper to pick out a man, isn't he? Because he's good in the air. There's a chance for Lee now between the 65 and the 50, but 15 yards in from the stand side here, which there's hardly room for anybody here in the stand. Such a terrific crowd turns up. And the number 17 on the back beside Harriet, 21 years of age, clearly. That's his 3rd point from the pace ball to keep Wexford keep their nose in front. I think the last one, the Walsh Cup in 2020, when Davy was in charge. And it always seems to be Galway in the final. The ball down, that's a goalkeeper, but it's fumbled by the Galway team, and they have it back, and it's popped over to the far side. Galway moving the ball around is with their midfielder, Killeen, the ball, Danish ball. He had a goal in the post. It wasn't the best effort in the world, Tom, I think, from midfielder
Alex Connor.
Killeen.
Yeah, no, Alex Connor took the shot,
Alex
Liam,
Connor.
yeah. And I'd say he's probably a young fella, Liam, just rushed it. He'd probably 15, 20 yards in front of him if he had wanted to make the ground. Could have went with the ball, but he kind of shot a little bit quickly. But a let off for Wexford there, Liam.
Yeah, the two goalkeepers from Aaron Dugan. Interesting to see him getting a start as he goes in the goal. Mark Fanning is back in the squad this year, so he will play against Kilkenny next week. The big question is good hurling from Charlie McGuckie and Lee Chin combined. He's sending it in outside the 20. Lovely fetch out there. That's a super point from Richie Lawler.
No, from Keenburn, Liam. Keenburn.
That's his 2nd one, Tom.
Yeah.
Caught it nicely in the air and just turning instinctively, put it over from the right hand side here.
That's right. Good work from Kevin Foley. He gave Lee Chin a pass that I think only Lee Chin would have caught Liam. He was at the very maximum. Oh, it was a good pass, but I tell you, he really was going to the right man. Great ball in, and Keenburn looks very, very lively inside. 2 points, and Wexford 2 points up now, Liam.
Yeah, 8 points to 6 with 7 minutes. Wexford win the ball back. Charlie McGuckie popping it off to midfielder Conor Hearn. Always full of running, Conor. Lovely ball, accurate pass to Richie Lawler, having a goal from a long way out, and having a go accurately. 55 yards out, a yard in on the far side. That's a super point from Richie Lawler, and he really dispatched that over the bar. So the really good score from the two corner forwards, the last 2 scores, Tom.
Yeah, and for me that was the score of the game. Richie, it's such a lovely touch, took the ball down out of the air and over the bar, but again a great delivery from the defence. Keane Malloy is hurling very well. Our half back line are hurling quite well at the moment, Liam.
What's your leading 9-6 now? played nearly 29 minutes in the opening half. Galway on the attack, a little bit of space on the far side, hugging the sideline. It's the number 12, Sean O'Hanlon. Sean O'Hanlon has put it over the bar. It's a very good score as well from a really tight angle. So we're seeing an exhibition of point taking from both sides, Tom.
There is, Liam, and a great score from Sean O'Hanlon. Their midfield are doing really, really well, in fairness to two of them, picking out their forwards, giving them the kind of easy option on a shot. So 9 points to 7, Liam. The next 4 or 5 minutes are going to be very important.
Absolutely. Landing down. Jack O'Connor gone tumbling. Also gone tumbling is Kevin Foley. Kevin Foley, referee, probably thrown in. Although he saw free for Wexford, even though it's a Galway madness lying on the ground. Maybe a little bit bemused that he didn't get a free, but free has gone to Wexford.
Yeah, I think the ball must have been touched on the ground, Liam, but the referee seems fairly definitive in these decisions, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll join Jerry very shortly here. It's 29, nearly 30 minutes gone here in the opening half. No news from London.
What's that, Joe? Owen
started. Wexford leading 9-1-4 at half time. It has started actually. Now he's got an early point in the second half. This is Lee Chin, almost in an identical position where he was in the previous point, between the 50 and the 65 and about 10 yards in. It's nearly the same position.
Perfect.
And he strikes it really casually, strikes it very accurately. And the 4th point for Lee Chin, and that's another 3-point lead now, Tom.
Yeah, and it's a nice lead, Liam. As I say, there is a bit of a breeze, but I think, that's going to be kind of tight margins here. So we're doing pretty well at the moment, Liam, and our forwards are looking very lively as well.
Yeah, they're keeping our shape very well, Tom. I think both teams are using the wings and Galway under a little bit of pressure. So that's a loose one. But it's gone back by Galway. They recover themselves well. Midfielder popping it out. Kieran Killeen again. Galway free. A little pull back there from Kevin Foley, I think. So that'll be a free on Ian Midlane, who goes back and gathers his yard. And with the half time looming, 31 minutes played, it's Wexford 10 points, Galway 7 points. We're here in association with Waverley and West to the edge from Carloman. Billy and Jerry not around. Jerry's in London, of course. And Billy's just taking a break for the weekend. And there was a big athletic event here, a 5K in Oak Park, which is alongside the ground, so it cost a bit of consternation. Parking difficulties, it's a long range effort. Her ball is going to hang in, but that one has drifted wide. That's another wide. I think that's the 5th wide for Galway, and that was a scoring opportunity. Henry Shefflin always stands on the sideline with his arms folded.
That's right. Cody-esque, I suppose, not really reacting too much, but I'd say he's happy enough, Liam, as well, the way the thing is going.
They have Westmeath in the league next week, so this is a stronger game. That's not a great pass at that time from Hearn. Galway failed to take advantage. He pulled on his arm and he tried to get the ball away. But Wexford hurling with a kind of, what would you call it, Tom? Kind of a freedom, aren't they?
They are, yeah. They're moving the ball very well, Liam. And there's I'm just amazed at the pitch, Liam. It really is conducive to very, very good hurling. We are seeing some great skill out there today, but the pitch is in great order. The day is a good day. There's not a huge wind out there, and just lads are out there expressing themselves. It's probably, Liam, the last game that there won't be too much pressure on either team, coming up to the league next week, because it really does start next weekend, Liam.
Absolutely. 33 minutes. We have Waterford away in the league. We've Offaly at home, Clare at home. That one has gone over the bar from Lee Chin.
Yeah, and a 4-point lead at this stage of the game, Liam, is, it's quite impressive, really.
Lee Chin is very active. That's his 50th. Today, just a couple of minutes to go to half time. We didn't have very many injury stoppages. Wexford leading 11 points to 7. Nice to win a Walsh Cup. I'm sure Keith Rosser will want to keep that winning momentum going. They won the previous 2 games against Carlow, and they'll want to keep that winning momentum going. Wexford leading 9 points to 1-5 in the football. There was one change at half time. Keane Hughes replaced Jonathan Beelan. It's good to see Keane Hughes on, and it's a lovely fine day in London as well. We'll be talking to Jerry at half time here. The ball squirming out free. Body's gone tumbling. It's gone out over the line. That will free to Wexford, in fact, on the far side. Or is it a line ball? It is a line ball.
Line ball, Liam, yeah.
And Wexford controlled here on the scoreboard, 11 points to 7. Good even game, I suppose. There isn't the fervour of a championship feel about it, but there's a lot of players out there playing for their place on the team. Not the best line ball, and the initial back to Galway, who Sean O'Hanlon will be doing. And then that's might be a free. Damien Reck doing well, but he wasn't able to stop the determined score from
Tom Monaghan, yeah.
Tom Monaghan, second point, maybe not be the biggest man in the world, but my goodness me, he's a hurler that's really impressed us, Tom. He's only really on the scene last couple of years.
That's right, Liam, yeah, he's a fine player, and his uncle Tom, I had the pleasure of playing against him over the years as well, and won a couple of All-Ireland medals with Galway.
The ball working inside, and Galway working through the channel as well, aiming and pivoting the ball over to the right corner forward position, cutting in as corner forward, Alex Kinnear, working back.
There will be at least 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added time.
Brilliant block from the goalkeeper. It was a glorious goal scoring chance for John Mooney, who maybe was a little bit too casual. He tried to bat it in with the hurl, and Duggan read it brilliantly, Tom, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Got a hurl up and knocked it out. It really looked like a goal from here, but the goalie suddenly intervened and suddenly was in there at the right time and kept his eye on the ball and knocked it away. But it was a glorious chance for John Cooney.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, and Liam, you know, they are working on that aerial thing again, but the one thing I've always said to young players, if you are going to do something like that, hit the ground with the ball, you know, it gives the goalkeeper a bit of a chance, but still very, very good play from Aaron Duggan in the goal, really, really good play, and it was a kind of the second big kind of scare that Wexford have had, so to get over those 2 scares, be 3 points up, Liam, there's no doubt that we're in a good position going into half time, but a good save that time, but it just shows how dangerous that Galway inside forward line is.
Yeah, he's a big goalkeeper. We've seen him in the championship, Tom, and we have been impressed with him, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely, Liam. You know, he's been very, very helpful to All Gates' cause as well. You know, so
yeah, and coming forward, Galway again, moving it around. There's a lot of good movement from both sides. The way they move the ball around this, overtrying the right corner with interception this time for Conor Foley. The Horsewood man going forward just out of the 21 grade, giving it off to Kevin Foley. It's not Kevin Foley, it's Connery Dunbar. He's already scored twice today. He had a go at the post. You don't fault the young lad for having a go at the post, Tom. He was wide with that one.
No doubt about it. He's after getting 2 points already. But James Byrne was running parallel with him that time. Probably should have just fed the ball out for a handier score. But a good effort from Corey.
Absolutely. So 11 points to 8. We're in injury time. Well, we're heading into the 36 and a half minutes with 2 minutes of additional time, and say when the ball goes out of play the next time Wexford leading 10 points from 1-6 in London. A London point to the free. One back by Cian Malloy, trying to work it, but Galway have it. Galway player on the ground, but it's left instead to their midfielder. A little bit casual striking that one, and as a result, Wexford win it back. Jack O'Connor hasn't scored yet today. Having a go at the post from a long way out, he hasn't scored yet. That to go down as the 4th Wexford wide. That was a glorious chance. I'd say the referee look for the sliotar now. The Kilkenny man who's refereeing today's game, Owen Bean, and he does look for the whistle. Entertaining it up there. Some good entertainment, some good performances, Tom, from both sides.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with that, Liam. You know, 3-point lead going in at half time. I think we've seen particularly good performances. I love the way Richie Lawler and Cian Byrne are playing on the corners, Liam. They're out in front. The ball has been delivered very early to them. Corey Dunbar's after getting 2 points already, and I think there's some good performances. Our half back line seem very, very good. Charlie McGuckie and Damien Reck, and in particular, I think Cian Malloy. You know, we forget that Cian, maybe one of the first big days he'll have in a Wexford jersey. Duggan in the goal, very, very good, and you know, our full back line, Owen Ryan is doing very well. The only problem that we seem to be having is when Galway deliver that aerial ball into the forwards. They have huge men inside there. You know, Kevin Cooney. You know, they just seem to be very, very strong there. Could have had 2 goals. 3 points up, Liam. The hurling is very good. What I do like at this time of the year about it is that the ball is sticking, the handling is good, and the shooting is not bad either. So I'd say Galway will be a little bit disappointed to go in 3 points down, but again, they're going to take it the way the game is. But no, I think there's good performance all around the field, and obviously the Jack O'Connor, Lee Chin, Kevin Foley, they're all doing very, very well as well, Liam. You know, so really it's a dress rehearsal for next week, but I think Wexford are in a good place now to maybe see this game out if they can get a couple of early scores in the second half. But a good, and you know, Liam, you were saying about the crowd. but there's a huge Wexford crowd here. I mean, I don't know whether there's 3,000 people here, but definitely 2,500 of them are Wexford. So it's a nice day out. It's kind of a return to hurling, and I think everybody is fairly heartened by the first half performance.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. We'll take a little break.
Longer this year as well as the football season.
So the second half has started here. Gavin Lee is in for Galway. Wexford attacking the goal straight away on the right, Tom. Jack O'Connor hasn't scored yet, but he has now, Jack O'Connor. So the opening scorer of the second half has gone to Wexford. They broke quickly from midfield down the right hand side, and Jack O'Connor has popped over a fine point. He scored 6 last week. That's the first of maybe, no, how many he scored today, but there's a nice point from play to increase Wexford lead 11 points away. We'll see who Gavin Lee came on instead of, but Wexford still with the same team that started. Damien Wreck moving the ball down. Wexford on the attack, the ball running in behind the fence, the Galway defence. Kevin Foley putting pressure on, but it's won by
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish swinging out to the far side. It's over to the young man who's, after getting a run in the second half, Gavin Lee setting it up towards the Wexford defence. Jack O'Connor back there battling for the bodies. Where's the Sliders on the ground? And it's Kevin Cooney chasing after this one. But also there's Charlie McGuckin, heavy tussling. But Cooney won it well. He did a kind of a Swan Lake dive there. I'm not sure when he was pushed, but the referee wasn't interested anyway. And Wexford coming forward from that full back line, and it's with Owen Ryan. Owen Ryan galloping through midfield, gone with that little white, and then he lost the Slidder, has it back, look for support. He pops it off the boss of the hurl out to the far side and delivered a low ball in from Corey Byrne the bar into the corner, and it's won back by Galway, however. They come on the attack, but that's a loose one for them. Lee Chin trying to control it. He has it off on a little gap down the left hand side here. Swings it off his hurl. A loose pass from him, which you don't often see, and it's won by the Galway man, the man wearing 17, David Concannon. He's another man on. Keenan Fatty is on. So Galway have made a couple of changes, and I'm sure Henry Sheffield is just using this. I'm sure Wexford will use some changes as well. It's just 1 point in the second half. 12 points there, Tom.
Yeah, no, a good start in the second half for Wexford, and they're showing the very same enthusiasm that they showed last week and this week, Liam. You know, they got off the mark straight away with Jack O'Connor getting a well-deserved point because he's playing very well out there. So, you know, they'll be very, very happy to be 4 points up after 37 minutes, and good start. It looks like Aidan Murphy's going to go for the post here, Liam, with this one.
Aidan Murphy, goalkeeper out from his goal. Between 50 and 65, strikes it really well high in the air. As John and Tom both alluded, it's very difficult to see what way to win this ball, Tom, and we still haven't figured it out, have we?
Well, I know, Liam, that there is a slight advantage, I would say, to Galway in the second half. You know, they have maybe a 1 or 2 point advantage, but it's not really, in the way hurling is played anymore, Liam, it's not going to be that huge of a differential.
The ball going to land down from the low fetch out here from the towering centre back. A number of bodies swings it out to the far side. Number 2 for the second ball. James Byrne. James Byrne has 40 seconds. Looks right here, James Byrne. And it's great to see him get an opportunity. 13 points to 8. And of course, Tucker Kinsella is probably suspended. He got sent off last week against Kilkenny, but there's another Askamore man in. It's great to see a couple like Askamore getting players in the county team. That's Kevin Cooney battling hard. His first time controlling it down. Heavy tussle between back and forward, down very close to the sideline between the 50 and the 20 metre line. The ball squirming out towards the number 11, Tom Monaghan. It's a free to Wexford. I'm not sure. Did you see that free, Tom?
I didn't even.
It was a softish-natured one.
I was just saying, I hope we get this man for the first round of the championship team because he hasn't done us any harm so far. But Galway, I think they're a bit frustrated, but they're not letting it get to them. But certainly, I thought that could have been going the other way, Liam.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably the one in the football still. We'll join Jerry shortly again. 12 minutes here on the last dealing well with it. They're still under pressure, however, they're coming in as the cornerback. They've well and dallied a little bit, but maybe they will get themselves out of trouble. They have got themselves out of trouble. Out towards the number 5 here, Ronan Glennon. Glennon goes into traffic as well. Good hounding and pressure from the Wexford forward down that great cornerback position, but Galway with a big strong Galway man winning the free back there in a little dance. I thought they would want to do a little nice little dance there. Dancing with the Stars is on at the moment, and Gerard McInerney and Lee Chin might enter for it next year.
Yeah, I think, Liam, one thing about Galway that Wexford are playing at a higher level of intensity, and I think Galway are a little bit disarmed by that. They haven't got to the pace of the way Wexford are playing, and that's why Wexford are 5 points up at the moment. So if Galway don't improve that, they're going to have problems.
Yeah, and a big shout out to the Homes and Cody and Alan. I love coming this way because you get the diesel to 160 or whatever. Trying to clear the lines outside. Ball breaking free. Good interjection from Keane Malloy. He's done well today, Keane Malloy. In fact, no change on the Wexford team yet. That's a lovely ball down into the corner. Keane Byrne, feathered man, battling hard for it, but a boot on the Galway defender gets in the way. They try to come forward from their own half of the field. A determined tackle from Charlie McGuffey and over on the far side. Galway won the sliotar back. Carl will have to determine whether that was a throw or not. But it's using his 6'4" frame and just about to carry this. And again, a couple of curious decisions by the referee.
Well, in fairness to him, he's letting the play go, Liam, and then he's pulling up something that's very, very simple. I didn't think Jack took too many steps that time. But you know what? Look, he's doing a good job overall, in fairness to him. And, there's a lot of intensity there. As I said earlier, I think Wexford are showing more of their teeth today than Galway are, and that's one of the big factors in Wexford's lead at the moment.
Henry Shepard there down, standing on the 65 down in front of us. That's an opportunity for Kevin Cooney. He already scored 4 in the first half. The ball breaking, that one flies off a body, but will go down as a wide for Galway. The skill man 13 to 8 in the football in the last 5 minutes there. Being pressed by Dino too. And it's Aaron Duggan who made that interjection and a good save. Kilkenny native. Ball driven down fully in constant. Wexford down all day. Ken Bryan ball landing on the 50. Terrific catch by the Galway corner wing back over on the far side. They come forward again. It's with Greg Thomas trying to hit it inside. Good pressure from the young Owen Ryan. He's done well. He's impressed with this young man, Tom, I have to say.
What's that name?
I'm very impressed with Owen
Absolutely,
Ryan.
He's having a very, very good game out there, and he's a real tigerish tackler as well, Liam. Very, very hard to win the ball, kind of, So
good stock there, Tom.
There's no doubt about that, Liam. And I have to say that I just noticed that Gerard McInerney now seems to be he's picking up. He seems to be picking up Lee Chin at the moment, but certainly there's some fair aerial battles there between the likes of Lee Chin, Gerard McInerney, and Jack O'Connor, and it's well worth the admission money to watch these guys fight for the ball in the air, Liam.
This is a chance for Kevin Cooney. He hits it strongly and hits it over the bar from about 50 yards out. So Kevin Cooney, the first point of the second half of Galway, 15 points tonight. And 3. And coming from Aaron Duggan, gets good distances as well. Still in the air between those two. Gets the ball down here in front of us between the 50 and the 65. Turned off his left and put it over the bar. That's a superb point from Lee Chin, Tom.
Yeah, look, Liam, as I say, there's not so much more we can say about Lee Chin, but he's such an asset, and he's catching that ball in fairly heavy company as well, so great score, an inspirational score.
Yeah, and it's Jack O'Connor swinging the ball out to the far side and juggling the ball on his hurl. It's Corey Byrne Dunbar. He's had a good game today. An unusual position for him, maybe. Chasing after this one into the left corner. And Keane Byrne has it. He looks at the mark at cornerback back out to James Byrne. James Byrne picks out the point. His third point today, Tom. When he debut for Wexford, young Byrne, he'll always remember it, won't he?
He will, and I'll tell you, he's really announced his arrival. He's raider-like with his shooting. Great play from Keane Byrne. Good crossfield ball. Keane gave the ball back to James and straight over the bar. And as I say, Liam, now we have 15 points. What's the score?
15 to 9.
To 9.
Yeah.
We've a 6-point lead, which is well merited.
That was made in the Byrne factory, but no relation, of course, to two Byrnes. But it's a good, strong Wexford name. Wexford coming forward again. They're dominant at the moment. Galway just scoring 1 point in the second half. We played 44 minutes in this game. The ball in long delivery from Jack O'Connor inside. That will run through to the goalkeeper. He takes it. He's dressed in a kind of a grey jersey. The pressure coming in. Wexford forwards to win it back. And Keane Byrne, the two Byrnes combine again. But one runs straight to Kevin Foley. Kevin Foley has somebody outside him. Lee Chin again off his left again. Wexford playing very well at the moment, moving the ball around well. And what's really positive, Tom, is your first line of defence is your forwards, and Wexford are certainly living up to that adage today, aren't they? The hounding and pressing from the forwards has been brilliant.
Yeah, and you don't often see that, Liam. The actual kind of full forward line are tackling every bit as hard and every bit as intensely when they lose the ball. They obviously just think defender when they don't have possession, and really Galway don't seem to be able to cope with that at the moment.
Absolutely. We'll be going to Germany very shortly in McGovern Park in Wexford, which were leading. Be nice. Not easy go there and get points. It'll be nice to get a start. They're playing Laois next Saturday at 6 o'clock, and the hurlers play 1:45 next Sunday. So it's going to be a busy weekend. And next weekend, Laois winning. They're playing today, of course. There was wins for Carlow, the local team in the division, and also a win. We watched the play here, and this is a chance for Sean Hanlon. Scored in the first half, put that one on.
Substitution of the Galway team, number 25.
Galway making another change. I'm sure Henry Shefflin will give everybody a run. Evan Nyland scored 17 points last week against Dublin.
Yeah, I have to say Kevin Cooney has been probably their most impressive forward. He's got injured, Liam, they're taking him off, and it's obvious that it's a free taker for a free taker, so that's why Evan Nyland is coming in. But he's a serious hurler. He's gone straight in, I think, full forward, and it'll be very interesting. He's going to carry a threat. But, as the fella says, 16 points to 9, 7-point lead, Liam, 46 minutes on the clock. Wexford are in a very comfortable position at the moment.
The ball landing down, Jim. Let's go to Jerry. It's nearly full time there. Daniel Clark has been sitting off. The London team, Wexford still leading, Jerry. Come on, Wexford! Yeah, we will, Jerry. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll talk to you. Thanks, Jerry. We'll talk to you later on in the sports hour, and we'll have some interviews from that game. So, great start for Wexford to win the football 113 to 19, and they've Laois at home next Saturday. Chadwick's Wexford Park at 6 o'clock. Incidentally, the 125 is open again. It was closed all night because of a serious accident. So the N25 has been reopened following last night's closure. So you know that they're always struggling a little bit at the moment to find a little bit of accuracy, although they have possession now at the moment. They scored one second half. They played nearly 47 minutes on the attack. Maybe they get something out of this attack inside the 15. It's a pull of the trigger from Alex Coniers. He's sitting one today, and that one has gone over the bar. So it's 16 points to 10, which would look comfortable, Tom.
To do, Liam, and I think that a lot of it is kind of the softening up front, really, that they've kind of showed Galway that they're not going to just prance out with the ball or play the ball out. And I think, Liam, a little bit of it as well as pushing up front. We are actually kind of, like I'm looking down the field there now, and we've 5-6 forwards on 6 backs, and that makes an awful difference in the delivery Galway are getting out of defence. Yeah,
48 minutes played here, and then watch comes back. Total crowd here. Good atmosphere. Maybe not a championship fervour about both teams having a go at it, in fairness. I'm sure the players there want to put their hands up to get selected. Conor Foley is done well at fullback today. He was just beaten once by Kevin Cooney. Galway should have got a goal when it was an opportunity for John Cooney. He was great intervention from the goalkeepers on the ball at the moment. Aaron Duggan getting off to the left-hand side. The Keane Malloy was very tidy today. Keane Malloy getting the ball away to midfield. A little bit casual in that one. Getting back for Galway with Sean Lennon. Did really well. One of the 3 substitutes that Galway brought on. Wexford have possession back, however, in 1.5, and it's James Byrne player playing with superb confidence, the under-20 star, he just out of under-20. Wexford taken away, Conor Hearn. He has somebody loose on the far side, and that man having go, Jack O'Connor was going to go, but he gives it a little bit of space and plenty of room and plenty of time for Corey Byrne up back.
Substitution of the Galway team will be 19, Dan Morrissey, replacing number 9, Ian McLean.
Wasn't a sinner near Corey Byrne Dunbar, with Jack O'Connor could have gone himself, but it wasn't a sinner near him that time. Another change on the Galway team. Henry certainly emptying the bench, but that's a good score for Wexford Town.
Absolutely, Liam. You know, it's a very, very good score. And in fairness, Jack O'Connor, you know, he used his head. He could have had a goal maybe from 70 or 80 yards, but saw Corey, who's very lively today, kind of moving off, and it was a gimme point. Well played by both of them.
The ball on the far side. Jack O'Connor really having an influence in this game now. He's having to defend at the moment. We're here in the first station. Winning a wheel and a regular sponsor. He'll be with us for the year. Only taker, Kevin Foley, great skill. The ball bounced into his hand. Maybe looking, but that doesn't take away from the skill of taking away, then running into the limit, chopping the chin, working it back out. Corey Byrne Dunbar has been very good today. The ball and having a go on the post. His midfield partner, Conor Hearn. Really good work from his midfield partner. The two midfielders.
Result from London, Wexford
Switched the lead to 8 points now, 18 points to 10.
Yeah, look, that was a great bit of play, and you know, Galway have become very ragged in the last maybe 5-10 minutes. They're playing the short.
They have made a lot of substitutions, though, Tom.
They have, I suppose, Liam. Yeah, but their passing game is not working, and you know they're giving up, spilling an awful lot of ball and leaving a lot of loose Wexford players around the field, Liam.
Yeah, the ball on the ground, the pitch looks great for this time of year. It's always good here and then watch Colin Park. Heavy tussling with the sliotar on the Wexford 50. The ball breaking free. It's going to go on the ball. And Darren Morrison putting loses out on this occasion. Wexford battling hard, and it's going back by free this time. John Cooney, the Sarsfields man, winning a free in just outside the 50.
Yeah, I think some of the Galway people are getting a little bit of rate around us, Liam, because in fairness to the Galway lads that time, I think they got the free on the third attempt, really. There was probably 3 frees before he actually gave it. But no, look at it. Again, it shows the intensity.
Don't blow the whistle.
They don't blow the whistle, no, and that's the truth, Liam, you know. But Aaron Nealon now will leave 7 points between the teams.
Yeah, this is a chance. And he's put it over. Evan Nyland.
Sorry.
That's his first one today.
I should have said, Liam, in my mistake, Aaron Nyland is probably one of the best under-14s I've seen about 3 or 4 years ago. So he's minor now at the moment, but he's a brother of Evans, and he's a fella to look out for, Aaron Nealon.
He got a run last year. Was it under-20s, Tom? He played here in the under-20. We beat.
That's right.
Last year.
Yeah, he did, Liam. Yeah, he played very, very well. But he's going to be one for the future. He's still very young.
Ball down into the corner, bunting by I don't think Keane had any complaints about that one, but he went it hard to try and win the ball. That's what you want to see your corner forwards do.
You sure did, Liam,
in your day, were the corner forwards always taken on first time?
They were, Liam, there was no doubt about that. But you've licence to come out the field a little bit now, so it's a little bit maybe better to play there. The ball is maybe better too.
Absolutely. We played 2 minutes in this game, and Wexford control our scoreboard, 18 points to 11. If you've just joined us, the footballers had a 4-point win in London, so starting the football league, that will be a heavy battle to get out of Division 4. They've Laois at home next Saturday evening, 6 o'clock, and this is an opportunity. Nice burst through from the space for Tom Monaghan, and that's Tom Monaghan's 3rd point today. Found a little bit of space, but it's probably not a normal position for him. He normally plays wing forward or might midfield wing forward, but he scored a good point that time, Tom.
Yeah, he's a very, very classy hurler, Liam, very tidy and compact, and he's one forward that's probably carrying the game to Wexford at the moment.
Yeah, there's an 8 points. There's a 6 point. A little bit of down head onto the sliotar there, but again he's found space, confidence, and over the bar. He kind of said, well, I've taken on a little bit, but then another player came to him, took maybe half a step, maybe too much, but he got away with it, and he had confidence to pop it over.
It did, Liam, and it must be one of the worst things in sport to be caught under a dropping ball with Laois in. Strength, power, and then accuracy at the end of it, Liam.
Yeah, 21 points, and I think that's his 8th point today. So he's really justified, not saying that he has to justify his selection, but it certainly was a smart move with the Wexford selector. This ball is worked in by great Thomas. Great Thomas will drop it over the bars for the first point today. So West Mindy, he's been well policed by the Wexford full back line. He's done well today. Wexford have done well all over. Nice to win a trophy. 19 points, is it 2012? Another point up.
Yeah, and you know what I love about it, Liam? It's route one. The ball is coming a long way into the half-forward line, and to be honest with you, you have Jack O'Connor, you have Lee Chin, and we're literally destroying Galway in that area at the moment, and it's a while since I've seen that with Wexford hurling.
Yeah, so that's 14 points for Galway, isn't it? 20 points to 14.
13, Liam.
Or 13, is it?
Yeah, 7-point game.
Be like me to be wrong, Tom. Much. 55 minutes, 15 minutes played. Entertaining game this Sunday afternoon, and of course it's full tilt at the lead now. Next weekend it's weekend. Galway winning this one. They're making a little bit of a resurgence in the last couple of minutes with the last two scores. The Wexford defending well this time, home line, giving it off to Corey Bond-Dunbar, full run. He's certainly stretched. Go back to Jack O'Connor. Jack goes low, not the best pass in the world. It was intercepted. He's got a bit touched in between. Working hard, working, trying to win it back by Wexford. Lovely pick up on the run. Conor Ahern, the school teacher, drops the ball. However, pressure coming in from Galway. They win it back with Jack Grealish, very experienced player now. Grealish popping it over here to Ronan Glennon, another experienced player. Glennon going for the far side. One-handed swing, Conor Foley. But where is the centre? Wexford win it back. It's sent down the line into a lovely accurate pass into Lee Chin, takes him midfield, fell out of his way. A couple of Galway players closing him down, but he's getting some help there from his cornerback. Lloyd Murphy, the Smithers, Wexford win it back. That's a lovely take from Damien Wright. Damien Wright tapping it back to plenty of time for Keith Malloy. Short composure, giving it to Jack O'Connor. There's nobody there from Wexford forwards. Go once, using a little bit of shape, and it's one back by Galway. They clear the lines. A very high pass from Owen Lawless from the far side, and then delivered up the field by Sean Lenan, hanging inside the 20, hands up, ball on the ground, run by Wexford. Confident take and win by Wexford. O'Brien has it. Really good work. Jack O'Connor. Jack has really seen a lot of the ball in the second half. And a lovely delayed the pass out, and it worked brilliantly. Having a goal, Keane Malloy once again his name on the score sheet.
Substitution on the Wexford team, number 20, Cathal Dunbar,
First sub on the
replaced
Wexford
number
team
8,
today.
Conor Ahern.
It's a young man coming in. I think it's Cathal Dunbar. Usually got married, I think.
He did, yeah, about 4 weeks ago, Liam, so he's back ready for action.
Been given permission to play.
He's been given permission, yeah. I don't know whether it works that way anymore, Liam, but to be honest with you, in fairness, Conor Ahern has had a good outing as well, Liam. So, everything is kind of going well from a Wexford point of view, and things are looking very good with our first league game next week.
Yeah, 20 points to 13, and they book out Galway, the tries man in Leinster, and a long time now. The first World Cup, I think, at 2011, the ball worked back out the field. Wexford looking around at their opposites, plenty of time on the ball. Niall Murphy spreading the ball over here. This is one of the features of Wexford. Spread the ball around the pitch, but Dunbar didn't have a chance of getting that 120 on the other side. Sean Lenan, dangerous ball inside, goalkeeper goes back on his line. Aaron Duggan was won back by Galway, and it's a man wearing 24, made a good angle for himself. He did well there, Martin McManus. It's not a name that I'm familiar with, Tom and Galway, but he made room for himself and took that point from a narrowish angle.
He did, and I think the kind of looks like Galway are just going to play the high ball into the square and hope that, Kevin Cooney is a big loss to them on that, but just seeking to get anything out of it at the moment, Liam, because Galway are going to need a goal to come back into this game now at this stage.
You heard John at half time saying they used 29 players in the Walsh Cup, but that's what the Walsh Cup is about, Tom.
Absolutely, Liam. It's a trial run for a championship, Liam, pre-season really.
Galway 6 points in it. 60 minutes nearly the hour played in this game. 20 points to 14. Win back by Kevin Foley. Lovely ball down the line. We've been very busy today. In fact, all of the Wexford team have been very busy today. Their work rate has been exemplary. They worked the ball through the channels again, maybe a little bit less of that today, and finding a little bit of space. Keane Malloy. We know how skillful he is. That's the second effort from Keane Malloy go down and go wide, unfortunately. But it was a good effort. He has the confidence to go, but we know how good Keane Malloy is.
Absolutely, Liam. And you know what? He is playing very, very well today. You know, he looks a really complete half-back because he has the height, has everything else, and he's plenty of skill. So very, very good. A great debut for Keane to this.
Conor Foley, who's his third game at full-back, Tom.
Yeah.
I wonder, have we unearthed a new full-back? Liam Ryan is getting on a little bit and he's struggling with injury. So to have a player that's able to come in.
Well, you know, it's funny, we've one of the best full-backs in the country, so Liam is going to be the man there, to be honest with you, but Conor is going to be on the team as well. Actually, I was talking to Dennis Cadigan, who knows him back to front. Dennis says he's a very exciting, brilliant forward as well, so he's a kind of a man that can almost play everywhere, but there's one thing for sure, he'll be figuring very, very prominently when this team is named for Championship, Liam.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Tom. A lot of football action on today.
Substitution of the Galway team, number 22, David O'Shea, for number 15, Alice Cohen.
The Galway team. Certainly, of course, you can use all your subs in the Walsh Cup.
The Walsh Cup, Liam, yeah.
Use them, aren't they?
Absolutely, Liam. You know, I would say, Henry, with 10 minutes to go, kind of a 6-point deficit at the moment. I'll tell you, Liam, it's the queerest place I was ever standing. There's a big thing in front of me and I can't see the scoreboard, but anyway, you know, 6-point win. Maybe he's just going to, you know, unload the bench now. Or
gone a long way, came on at half time. He's put it right. He'll be disappointed with the finish, I think, more than his manager. It's a third year for Henry Shefflin, so maybe there's not. I don't mean that he doesn't want to win. Of course he does, because he always wanted to win. But there's certainly, as we suggested, Tom, more of an urgency about Wexford wanting to win this game. Keep that winning run going, Tom.
That's right. And Henry doesn't look too perplexed there, Liam. He's very calm looking. Just to say, Gavin Lee is John Lee's son. John was a great cornerback for Clare over the years, but he's going to be a fella that will figure with Galway this year as well.
James Bourne cleverly passes. Given a free there, but it's run back by Richard. And it's kept in play. Ricocheted off the horn, went up in the air, and whatever way it was hit, it went to the net. It was a super goal. Seamus Casey, we didn't see him come on, Tom, but he finished it brilliantly.
Yeah, no, it's a one-on-one. He came on there a couple of minutes ago for Keane Byrne, but a one-on-one with the full-back, and it's a full-back's nightmare to be isolated like that, Liam. I think Éanna Murphy will be a little bit disappointed. The ball hit the ground. Probably would be a normal kind of
ricocheted off his hurl, didn't it?
Yeah, it did really, you know, but I think he would on a normal occasion be expecting to save that, but it's just put the game out of Galway's touch now, Liam, you know, 120 to 14 points. But I have to say it's been a very, very impressive performance with Wexford. We've been talking about the opposition a bit, but from Wexford's point of view, everything has been very, very good. Tenacity, intensity, shooting, and we've uncovered a few very, very good young hurlers out there, Liam.
Absolutely, they're still battling hard for the ball down there. That goal decisively. We're waiting to see one today. Seamus Casey getting a good run in the team. Of course, he's a free taker as well. Free down there. There's a little bit of dispute between a couple of players, which is no more than a little bit about shoulder job shoving fellas around the field. The Kilkenny referee, Owen Bean, who's a few curious decisions today, but he's the man in charge. And this is an opportunity for a man wearing 25, which is Evan Island's already scored one. Tom has been raving about his brother. He's not around today. He's under 20 still. And Evan Nyland strikes that really well. We can see we were right behind that one. Tom, there was no danger. That one not going over.
No, and it wasn't an easy free, Liam. You know, it was on the sideline. It was probably 80 yards out. Great score for him, you know. But just seeing that Damien Jones, after pointing out to me here, that Damien Rick is just seems to be limping a bit, Liam. You know, and we don't need any injuries with next Sunday coming up, but he's had a good hour as well.
Poke out, landing down towards Lee, change direction, off a hurl, off a hand, won by Galway, under pressure to get rid of it, kept his head down low, but again good courage into the inside, Seamus Casey already scored a goal, but just the pass just an inch too long for him, and it's well recovering in the cornerback for Galway, Owen Lawless, giving it off. And it's with Tom Monaghan swinging it out to the far side, out towards Evan Nyland here. Nevin, very close to the line, a lovely touch when it was brilliant defending from
Charlie
Wexford
McGuckie.
back there, and I think it was
Charlie McGuckie.
Charlie McGuckie that got back and did really well. The ball worked back out the field, and there is a good element about this game. Portion Ronan Glennon, he's pushed it out.
Substitution of the Wexford team, number 26,
Making another
Simon
substitution,
Donoghue,
Tom.
replacing number 7, Keane
Number
Malloy.
26. We didn't get 6 in the programme. Are you able to recognise him?
I see. I probably will now in a second, Liam. I'll have a quick look at him. When I see him hitting the ball, Liam, I'll usually pick him up.
A man, Tom.
But Keane Malloy's had a very, very good game, Liam. You know, he's been very, very strong, and there's a player down now for Wexford, I think, there as well. So hopefully it's not too bad of an injury. But look at it, you know, there's only 5 or 6 minutes of normal time left now, Liam, with an 8-point lead. We should be able to hold out on this one.
An injury there to a Galway player. The last thing, if you're a hurler, the last thing is a Wexford player actually down. Last thing they want to pick up is an injury.
Is there number 26 on that, Joe?
Yeah, here.
Who is it, Joe?
Simon Donoghue.
Oh, Simon Donoghue.
It's like a lead chin, is it? Tom, that's treatment there.
I was just saying we both should be shot. Joe was after pointing out Simon Donoghue's come on number 26. We're after seeing him often enough to be able to recognise him when he appears anyway.
Well, given time we would have, Tom.
Yeah, I was just saying one thing about Lee Chin as well. One thing that you don't notice about him, and maybe he's not talked about as much, his intensity in tackle is amazing. He's the greatest man to dispossess an opposition, just the pressure he puts on him, and that showed, nearly created another goal opportunity for Seamus Casey there as well. But again, we always hold our breath when Lee goes down, but we're delighted that he's back up, but they're taking him off, hopefully just as a precaution. Lee.
Yeah, Jack Dorn, another young man getting a run. Lee was on the flatty back, but he's walking away gingerly, and there's no point in taking any more chances with him. So we're in the dying embers of this game now. We could nearly say, safely say,
What the fuck do they be playing him in the second half of this for at all, Joe? Lee Chin.
Yeah. The lights have come on in Netwatch Cullen Park. This is an opportunity for Simon Donoghue to get his name on the score sheet. He's done it's his first case of action this year, so that's one of the regulars back. And the cook-out coming from Galway down the far side. The ball from Jack O'Connor using his weight to make space for the Sliders, one back by Galway. They've emptied the bench. And Fanny sending it in, putting them on the attack over on the far side. But again, Wexford defending very well. That's a lovely ball drill down the line. Is there anybody there from Wexford? We'll seed it a little bit into their own half of the field, and Lee Chin gone off, but Galway sending it up. They won't give up, of course. Jack Grealish sending it up on the far side of the ball, breaking, well read by Damien Reck. Damien Reck shortening the grip, going over to the far side and over to Cahill Dunbar. Let it fall out of his hand, and he has it back. Cahill drilling it long. Down towards the full back line, Seamus Casey on the number 4 tussling guard. Where is the number 4 going on his back in the ground? Seamus Casey taking great work and encouraging from Seamus Casey to try and win that ball, Tom. Yeah, it was an opportunity.
I think that was Richie Lawler.
That got in on it.
That got in on it, so was Richie. And Richie has been very, very good all through as well.
Tim's coming back on.
Yeah, I think I'd have just left him off at this stage, to be honest with you, you know. Look, that day obviously, so they're just going to get it out, but I'd be taking very little chances with Lee Chin at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's coming. Maybe he's coming on to take the 21. I wonder will he go for a goal, Liam?
You never know. He might actually, because he's about a yard outside the 21. He's right in the centre. Only 4 Galway players on the line, Tom.
Although
interesting to see what he does.
He'll put it over the bar, Liam.
Man, Tom. This is a chance of Chin bending over the ball. Drives it over the bar.
Substitution on the Wexford team, number 19, Lauren replaced number 15, Richie Lawler.
Jack Dorn does come on now.
Yeah, so no, that's grand. You know, it's look at, you know, we've used our subs pretty well today as well, Liam. So it's been a good day for us overall.
Yeah, the ball down the far side, the puck out over very close to that sideline on the far side. Won by Wexford again, battling hard, having to battle hard with Galway, with Jack O'Connor. Been giving a sustained run to Wexford here. I remember Tom and Billy actually saying that last year. They'd love to see Jack O'Connor getting a sustained run, and to be fair to the boys, they've given him a sustained run. He's played all 3 games, and you need kind of leaders like Jack O'Connor, big men out there as well, don't you?
Yeah, well,
been spoken to, Donald O'Shea has been spoken to, one of the youngsters in the Wexford panel being spoken to by the referee at the moment, probably get a yellow card.
Yeah, and being honest, Liam, you know, the big difference in the game today, or one of the big differences, I think one was intensity. Obviously, God, we're missing it, and we can't run away with ourselves. But the other thing was that Jack O'Connor and Lee Chin, for a period in the second half, literally dominated the Galway half-back line in the air from direct ball, and that's, you know, one of the big pluses for us. And I think it's something that we really need to keep working on and making sure we get the maximum out of those two players on the long ball, really, Liam. You know, but
are we delivering the ball quicker now, Tom, into the forwards?
I think we are, Liam. You know, we're not playing as much ball through. You know, everything is not going through the lines now anymore, Liam. And you know, it goes through the lines when it needs to, but it certainly has been delivered. But again, as I say, I'm not losing the run of myself at the moment, Liam. Galway were a lot of players short, you know, and you know, but I have to say, when we're just looking at our own performance, it's been very, very good, Liam.
And taken down by the goalkeeper, Lee, just short when that frees him a long way out. He might have dropped a little bit. We have the floodlights on, and he said Galway still battling hard. There's certainly competitive edge the game, and the two wing forwards, Jack O'Connor and James, are battling hard to try and win that ball. Another substitution on the Wexford team, and coming in is Derek Carley. It is Dara, isn't it, Tom? It is
Big Odds, and it's a great day for Dara. He came on in the Walsh Cup last year. He's just back from he broke his arm, and great to see him back on the field now, Liam. And he's another player that's going to feature. And he's really come up. He was captain of the under-20 team last year, and it's great to see him getting his run out there today.
Yeah, Galway taking this really long way out. We're in the dying members of this game. Just 7 minutes gone ball down. Brilliant block there. I'm not sure who got it.
Well, I tell you, Liam, it was one of the best saves I've seen for a long time from Aaron Duggan in the goal. I mean, the Galway forward was no more than 10 yards coming in with the ball. It was almost a certain goal. Aaron Duggan dived with his foot out to the left, made a save, and it's absolutely...
It kind of went off his arse
I don't know whether it went off that, but I'll tell you this, it was a super save, Liam, you know, and full credit to the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, it's the second one today because it looked like a goal, Tom.
Yeah. But no, Liam, it's, you know, it was a cast iron goal for Galway, and an absolutely brilliant save. I hope maybe somewhere they'll catch that on camera, but it was a great save.
Yeah, Evan Noylan put that one over the bar. 121 to 16. Evan Noylan getting down on the ball, and he's down on the far side. Jack O'Connor under, and Galway coming away.
Just John, I've taken your biro, have I?
No. Today in the Walsh Cup final, which won the very first one in 1956. They've won 17. Is this going to be their 18th one? Aaron Duggan having to defend again, long ball in, but it's gone out for a 65. So the goalkeeper has been busier in the last 5 or 6 minutes than he has all day in a way, Tom.
Yeah, he has, in fairness, Liam, but he's performed very well. He's made 2 very, very good saves, Liam, the last one particularly, and you know, he's looked very, very good all through. So, you know, as I say, Liam, there hasn't been too much wrong today with the Wexford performance the whole way from the full back line up along. You know, we dominated the half back line, midfield did well, and you know, the only thing is, sorry, the ball is going in there now.
Yeah, dangerous ball in around Wexford having to defend. Galway forward on the ground. Referee, you see the hand down there. And we're, as I say, we're well into, we've 73 minutes played in this. Let's get a quick word of John here. He'll not be too disappointed. Galway lost.
I don't know how you saw that, last time.
I know I can see things far away from me, Joe. That's the fickle things right. It's the things right up beside me that I have a problem with. I'll just finish out with this lad now and I'll be ready. Galway were poor. Wexford were well enough though, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Down here, Joe.
Yeah, and you know, I suppose we did say, I alluded before the game that it was more important for us to face.
All right. Where is he, Joe?
Walking out there looking for straight out.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Do something with the team. And obviously Wexford players responded to the process. very positive day for Wexford, but the usual caveat, it's only January and it's only a pre-season tour.
Yeah, these young players are hoping to display some of the fellas who've been there for a while, John, and I suppose the same applies to Galway.
Yeah, so look
Oh,
at
for fuck's sake, Joe. Jesus Christ almighty. But sure, they shouldn't nearly left him off for the second half, like, you know. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't get it at all.